Short answer, it's peak. Long answer, sit back and relax because you're about to be converted into hunterology, a term I made up because I wanted to. Just enjoy the vid, I need to feed my family. For those of you who haven't played Monster Hunter, or have heard of it, or haven't heard of it, okay, you know what? For anyone who hasn't had a chance to dive into this franchise, I don't think it's outrageous to say that you're missing. It's been 21 years since the first game came out. I can't believe it's old enough to drink, and I feel so old knowing that. But to any person watching this who's been waiting for a good reason to start playing these games, well, here it is. Monster Hunter isn't your typical beat-em-up, Devil May Cry style action game. Don't expect to go in guns blazing, because you won't be. The combat in this game serves to teach you a very nice lesson in patience. You get punished for being greedy for hits and mispositioning, but over time, you'll start to get a really nice feel for the pace of each hunt. If you couldn't tell from the title, this franchise is about hunting monsters. What? That's it. There aren't missions centered around hunting a pack of smaller creatures or maybe gathering for a specific item, but the main focus is finding something big and hitting it until it dies, or it gets put to sleep, but yeah, you only have those two options. For some monsters though, they are labeled as so powerful that you can only kill them, but more on them later. Remember, you can't button mash. Learn the monster's moves and memorize your windows of attack. Do that and most hunts become very enjoyable. Don't worry about people complaining about how a lot of hunts are difficult and whatnot. They don't have the self-awareness to realize that literally all you need to do is pay attention to what the monster's doing and how you can punish it. Arguably the second biggest feature of Monster Hunter is the weapon choice, and I won't go into much detail for each of them, but that won't be necessary. Just know that even though there are only 14 weapons, they are all unique and have so much tech between them that you could spend hundreds of hours on one weapon and still not be absolutely perfect with it. Couple that with the absurd amount of monsters between every game and you have an unbelievable amount of matchups that could take you years to master each and every one. But don't let that time discourage you. Even if you can't get a hunt down with a specific weapon, you can always try any of the other 13. It doesn't hurt to be open-minded regardless if you have a certain playstyle. Just go into any training camps and see which ones best fit your style of gameplay. You like big, slow, meaty hits? Greatsword. Fluid motions with strong counters? Longsword. Snipe from afar and away from danger? Bowgun. But there's so much more you can choose from. How about being right up to their face with the ability to guard against any attack? Lance. Dance around the monster with a hail of blades? Dual blades. Each monster demands a different approach depending on each weapon that you choose, and it's up to you to find out which approach you want to challenge yourself with. Even though there aren't many weapons, again, the fun you'll have with that amount just makes limitation negligible. And then there are the monsters. If the weapons weren't unique enough, the range of hunts you'll be going on absolutely trumps that metric. In short, you got lizards, dragons, bears, monkeys, T-Rexes, wyverns, snakes, battle mechs, rabbits, dogs, cats, wolves, and so much more, but on so much crack. On one hunt, you're fighting a thunder dog that commands the very essence of lightning, and in the next hunt, you might fight fire incarnate. Warning though, the games start off slow, but they pick up very fast if you're not careful. And there's so much to hunt, as if I haven't expressed that enough. I wasn't exaggerating, by the way. The diversity of what you can hunt is incredible. There's a monster that will dive bomb you during a hunt with no warning, literally ambushing you. There's another monster that will Mike Tyson you so hard you explode. There are literally and figuratively forces of nature, calamities if you will, that will leave you feeling a sense of dread to the point where you feel like giving up. That's when you pick yourself up, grab the best gear you have, and you hunt that monster with every fiber of your being. And let's not forget the customization. Every monster you hunt rewards you with some amount of its parts. This can range from tails to claws to even gems. Using these parts allow you to craft various weapons and armor sets, the latter of which have many skills that you can utilize during gameplay. These skills can do a lot for you, increasing your damage, your movement, your defenses, etc. But I think this shines in letting you, the player, know that you can play this game any way you want. You can dress how you want, fight how you want, everything. You want to look your flashiest while fighting? Transmog your gear and give yourself a whole new look. It won't change your skills or hunting capacity in any way, and you can always change it up so you don't visually bore yourself with every hunt. You might be wondering, can I play with my friends? Yeah, that's the best way to play this game. However, be prepared to jump into multiplayer with strangers because they won't know what they're doing. But even if you play by yourself, you can still have a lot of fun learning a monster's moveset or experimenting with weapon combos without interruptions. And now you should be aware that I've been talking about this game like it's perfect. It's not. Actually, it's far from it, but it never treats itself like it's the best thing since sliced bread. For starters, the grind isn't particularly welcoming. You might find yourself hunting the same monster for one part, but please don't let that sway you. The feeling of accomplishment you get at the end will be so worth it, and you can always play with friends to expedite this process. Also, this game isn't easy, but it's also not hard in the conventional way. You will struggle with a monster you've never seen before, but like I said, the game teaches you patience. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and pay attention to what the monster does and which windows you have to attack. But if you genuinely can't handle that, maybe get to work on that ADHD or something, or else you'll never be able to experience the bliss of mastering a hunt. And that's all I can really think of when it comes to this franchise. And here's the part where I shitpost. The game was made by Japanese devs, so you know there won't be any agendas to push, no shit shoved down your throat, no unnecessary diversity or desperate representation, none of that. It's just you, your weapon, and the monster. Western gaming could never reach this level of quality and keep it up for this long. Sony and all those other companies should take notes because goddamn, Monster Hunter stays on top, and I won't elaborate further. Well, I finally got all that glaze out of the way. Seriously though, I hope this video does well in convincing any newcomers to not be afraid if they ever think about getting into this franchise. You genuinely won't regret it, and seeing the community keep growing puts a big smile on my face. If you liked the video, don't forget to drop a comment on why you love Monster Hunter and any other things I should cover about this game. And hell, why not subscribe as well? You can always unsubscribe if my content gets too boring or something. Check out the playlist in the pinned comment in case you want to watch more of my content. I also have a Discord, which you guys should totally join, so the invite link will be there too. In any case, thank you so much for watching from the bottom of my heart. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Love y'all.